Police behind me, you know that I'm smashing. I ain't pulling over, you tripping.
What's up, subbies? You know you love me and you can't get enough of me. Woo. It's your girl, Mariee, with 2 E's, baby. Alright, y'all already know what I'm bringing to you by the title of this video. But before we get into this video, I need you to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow the girl on all social media and ring that bell one time for the one time. Alright, y'all. What's up? What's good? How you feeling? What's up? Hey! Welcome back to Storytime Tuesday. Y'all already know what I'm bringing to you by the title of this video. But before we get into this video, I need you to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow the girl on all social media and ring that bell one time for the one time. Alright, so I had a baby, of course, and took a year off from school. Wanted to figure out life, wanted to, you know, see what it is that I could do. And after being in college, coming back home and rules and regulations and mom being mom, it was just, I gotta go back to school. I gotta figure out something. So I never really, I'm good with planning, but when it comes to I just gotta make it happen, I really just go out and make something happen. So I packed up JJ. He was every bit of, I wanna say 6 months. Yeah, because he wasn't even 1 yet. So I wanna say he was about between 4 to 6 months. Oh, so I packed him up, his stroller, packed up my little Spark, because back then I was driving a little Spark. And I went back to Savannah and was like, I gotta make it work. Now with having a baby, it makes it harder to be able to do, like, you know, couch to couch, pillow to post, friend here, friend there. It's a lot harder with a baby, because a lot of people know, like, babies cry, they're gonna get into shit, they're gonna tear shit up. So a lot of the friends that I thought I had wasn't really a friend when I needed them to be there for me. And like I said, I jumped up and left. Didn't have a plan. Didn't know who I was going to stay with. Didn't know if family was going to let me live with them. Did not know none of that. I just was like, I'm on a mission and I just got to finish college. Like, sometimes you have to be tunnel vision. You can't dwell too hard on stuff, because if I would have sat down like, dang, I got nowhere to live. Dang, how I'm going to deal with Jaden. Dang, and I got to deal with, like, I would have psyched myself out before I even had an idea to get it done. So I had to, like, tunnel vision, like, forget all that other stuff. I gotta finish school, I'll figure it out, and I'm gonna figure it out. So hence the topic of discussion, my roommate from hell. And so we were really, really close friends. She would help me with Jay, you know, while I was going to class. His dad is around, but he do what he want to do. You know how part-time parents be. And so he always got to pick and choose when he wanted to deal with him and when he didn't. And see, with me, I'm not like that. I don't have that option. I don't have that luxury. So she was like, we was best friends, actually. Like, we was really, really close. Because even when I left to take a year off, she was calling me. She was checking on me. She was a really, really dope person. Now, people always say, don't never move in with a friend. And I strongly, highly agree with it. Because being somebody's friend is different from living with somebody. There are two different aspects, two different people in the same body. Like, honestly. So she was helping me with Jay. You know, she'll watch him when she didn't have class for me. If I had to run a class, she was that real friend. Like, I was rocking with her. Like, if she ain't like you, I ain't like you. She was fighting, I was fighting. Like, that was my road dog. Like, I love me some her. Like, when I love hard. And when you my friend, I'm down for you regardless of the situation. So she ended up getting into some school issues where she lost her housing, and it was, you know, personal stuff that she was going through. So now we're kind of in the same situation. We both don't have nowhere to go. You know, what can we do? So now we're both putting our mind together. And I had my boyfriend at the time, if you guys didn't know, Mariee and Lee TV. Check it out. We haven't been posting on it, but check it out. I had a boyfriend at the time, and me and him, we all came down together because he was like, I really want to help you. This is that and the third. And see, he had jobs. He was working. So the money wasn't an issue. It was just getting somebody to give us an apartment without having to pay a high security deposit, without having to pay 2 months of rent up front, because this was our first apartment. So, you know, somebody got to take that chance on you. Okay, so it was just terrible. Mind you, I'm in college. I'm already in debt. My credit score is probably non-existent. My bad, y'all. My mouth getting a little dry. My credit score was probably non-existent. So it was really, really hard to try to find an apartment. Me and her put our minds together, and she, at the time, she was working at a hospital. I don't know if she's working there now, but she was working at a hospital, and they had a connection with an apartment complex that would help you get the apartment. So she was like, you know, Alicia, if you help me with rent, and we could go half on rent, you know, everything was discussed. You know, that way you and the baby will have somewhere to be, and this is that and third. And I said, okay, cool, I don't have no problem with that. I said, how would it work with us, you know, the lease and all that, and all of that. And so she was just like, you know, to be me and you on the lease, bada bing, bada boom. Cool, got it. She knew the situation. I said, now, you know, I have my boyfriend. He'll probably be, now mind you, it's 3 of us in one room. And we had a 2-bedroom, 2-bath house. 2-bedroom, 2-bath apartment. And so I was like, you know, my boyfriend will be there. She was like, that's fine. You know, I know y'all need somewhere to be. Da-da-this, da-da-that. Everything was understood. Correct? Correct. All right, cool. So we go, we sign the lease, we get everything started, we get everything up and running, we get an apartment. Cool. Everything's fine, you know. I'm the type of person where, like I said, if I love hard. If I got you, I got you. It is what it is. So at the time, I was getting food stamps. I was getting, you know, assistance. I was getting assistance. Like, I'm in college with a baby, and I wasn't working because I was in school full time. So I was getting assistance, and I was getting good assistance. I'm gonna just say that. And so it's like I have 3 people to worry about, and it's just you. So if I cook, I mean, if you want to eat, you can eat. I'm not even gonna trip about that. It's just you. Like, I'm gonna end up cooking a lot anyway, because my boyfriend at the time needed to take food to work. Like, he needed to be able to live, whatever. So this is where things went left. I would cook, and my suggestion would be, if I cook, I'm not cleaning. Like, I'm not y'all maid. Y'all grown as hell. And this was for both people. Like, boyfriend too. I mean, he's a man. He ain't gonna clean anyway. But it was just a matter of fact. Like, y'all, I'm cooking. The least y'all can do is clean. That was explained. Okay, cool. Strike number 1. Everybody want to eat. Nobody want to clean. So now we got dishes sitting in the sink. You know, smell after the dishes sitting in the sink. Like, it was just getting messy. Then on top of that, you know, she was entertaining a lot of different people. And what you do is not my business. I don't care. It ain't got nothing to do with me. But when you bring it to the house that I reside at and where I sleep and where I'm comfortable at is where it becomes an issue. And she would bring these dudes over there, and one particular dude, he would carry a gun. But my biggest thing is, why is that even in the house and we got a baby roaming around the house? And I would say this to her because my biggest thing is communication. Now, don't get me wrong. I may come off strong at times, and I may say stuff with a little, bitch, get it together. But that's just how I am. Like, either you're going to take it or you're going to leave it. You knew this before we got into it. So I was just like, okay, you know. Then she would get up and leave, go to work 8 o'clock in the morning. I don't have class till maybe like 10, 11 o'clock. So I'm up getting dressed, and I'm like, is that somebody out here moving in her room? Am I tripping? And then the person would get up and leave and not even say nothing and not lock the door. What if I wasn't here? So it was just like a whole bunch of like, girl. So then, like, the bathroom that was across the hall from her room was considered the guest bathroom. So even though she would keep it clean and stuff, I told her, you know, if you need tissue, let me know. You know, anything that you need, just let me know. I'll get it, because when my guests come over, they're going to use your bathroom versus going through our personal room and going to our bathroom. I will buy tissue. Tissue disappearing. I just bought a whole thing of tissue. So I'm like, okay. I'm not even finna start tripping. I'm not. I will buy food. Food disappearing. Okay. All right. And then she switched up. And she started to act funny. And it wasn't, like, at first it was all the family was all like, hey, Lex, how was your day? I didn't mean to say her name, but, hey, how was your day? Da-da-this, da-da-that. And as time went on, she switched. and she wouldn't say nothing. She'd come to the house, go straight to her room. Who pissed you off today? You know, it was just like always something. So, like I said, stuff started disappearing, and I started getting questionable. And me, if I want to know something and I ask you, if I want to know something, I'm going to ask you. But if I ask you and you lie, I'm finna switch up. So I belatedly went to her because, like I said, I was buying everything for the house. I went to her blatantly and said, hey, do you have any juice? Or what happened to the juice? Or something about some juice. And she was like, no, I don't have none. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Right? Self said,
Self.
huh, Mariee?
Go look in the bitch room. Something ain't right. You done been watching how she moving. Go see what the hell she got going on.
I go in this girl room. You stashing tissue. You got food in your refrigerator, but you always eating our food. You just was harboring a whole bunch of stuff. I just blatantly asked you, did you have something? And you told me no. Why not just say, I got it, Alicia, but I don't want you and your boyfriend to have it. Or, I got it, Alicia, but I don't want to share. I'm spending my money. Hey, such and such, what you like to eat? What you need? What I need to get to put in the house? I'm going grocery shopping. Come on, y'all. Let's all go grocery shopping. And then we ain't got no juice. We ain't got nothing in our refrigerator. And you back there eating? It was just little stuff like that that was just like very inconsiderate to me. Because I made sure you was good. The least you can do is, hey, Alicia, look. It's only me, but I do appreciate what you're doing for me. I appreciate you going grocery shopping and stuff. So if you need some snacks or you need something, I got it in my refrigerator. You ain't, but I really don't want to share with your boyfriend. Because he eat too much. Cool. I completely understand that because it's a nigga. I know how he is. But say that shit, bruh. We grown. So, this is where things go left. And now she wants to take phone calls outside, and she just was just moving real shady, and I can't live like that. I can't live like that. So the thing that really pissed me off was, I think I overheard a conversation one day about how she was just finna up and leave and she finna move out and all this and all that. Which, cool, I don't have no problem with that. It's two of us. Now that we got the apartment, we can maintain it. That ain't nothing. So, the thing that, like, really rubbed me the wrong way was, she could say all this stuff to other people, and my room is right here. Or we standing in the kitchen and you don't say nothing. And so, I just really didn't understand it. But what really pushed me to the edge was when I text you, and we ended up getting an argument through, like, via text. And she just was like, I don't feel like the rent should be split both ways. It should be split 3 ways. But that was, like, I think her biggest issue was that she didn't feel like it was fair for us to have rent split 2 ways versus 3. His name wasn't on the lease. And if that was your issue or your point of concern, say that. Because our rent was $11.50. Our rent was $11.50. So, me and her split it down the middle. It came to like $5.30 or 5 something. That's not bad. But if we would have split it 3 ways, it would have made it cheaper for her. Which I completely understand. It's 2 of us and 1 of you. But you won't voice this. Like, you wait till we get in an argument to say you feel like I'm running over you and you feel like I'm taking advantage of you. And I'm like, bitch, you ain't got no car. When you needed rides to work, who was taking you? Me. Getting up out my sleep to take you to work. Didn't ask for gas, you didn't offer it. I was buying food in the house and making sure you was straight. You was crying to me about all your niggas and how they mistreating you. But I sat there and heard that dumb shit. Like, really being a friend to you, but I'm taking advantage of you? All because the rent not 3 ways? Bruh. So we get into this argument. It took a lot for me to get heated. It takes a lot for me to get heated. So by this point, I'm really upset. And I'm like, you know what? You done called me a bitch. You done said all this through text. But when you in this house, you come straight through the front door and go straight to your room and lock your door. What you scared for? So, I'm just like... So now, after we done got into this argument, this was in the middle of the day. And I didn't understand how she got the balls to want to argue with me. Because like I said before, she don't never say nothing to me. Like, never say nothing to me. But all of a sudden, we can argue. You got all this to say. You got all this junk to say. I'm like, ooh, as soon as this bitch walk through this door, bruh, it's on sight. Like, it ain't nothing else to be said. Nothing else to be said. Why does this girl walk through the door with her mama and her daddy? You think that stopped me from popping my shit? No. And now that you got your mama holding you back, you got all this to say. You all in my face. You big ball. Big ball. I told my boyfriend, I said, bruh, keep Jada back here. Because I was finna tag that ass. You and your mama could get it, sir. Like, finna tag it. So she just, yeah, fuck you and this and going off like. And I believe y'all not. I kid y'all not. That's exactly how that girl sound. That's exactly how she sound. Like, girl. See, now you want to pop your shit and talk all that big boy shit, all that rah-rah shit, because your daddy right here and your mama holding you back. So, I think her dad pulls my boyfriend at the time to the side. So, they go and they talk or whatever. And then the mom is like, I'm not even worried about Alexis and her talking junk. She's like, I really need you to focus. You got a child. Like, this ain't even worth it. And I'm like, I know. That's why I'm so fucking pissed. Like, I'm too grown for this. And I'm like, I'm trying to understand what the problem is and where all this animosity is coming from. We could have been talked about this. You put me to the side and talk about some nigga that you fucking on. But you can't put me to the side and tell me some real life shit. Like, girl, grow up. So... y'all, I'm getting mad all over again. So it was just a lot that had built up until that point. And so her mom was like, you know, I need you to calm down. You got a lot to lose. You know, you got a baby that's walking around here. Like, y'all just need to figure it out. Y'all need to try to figure it out. And I said, that's what I don't understand. So after we calmed down, Alexis was like over there behind her mama. And so I was like, Alexis, what is the issue? What is the issue? And she was like, I just don't want to live here no more. Okay, cool. I said, your name is on the lease though, so how was that finna work? So she was like, well, my dad finna pay for all of us to get out the lease. And I was like, I'm not getting out this lease. Me and my son don't know where to go. I'm not walking away from no lease, because then what am I gonna do? And I told her, I said, Alexis, you know my situation. I have nowhere to go if I'm not here. She did not care. She did not give a damn. And so her dad did pay to get us out the lease. And I went to the leasing office to see what I can do to just take over the lease and put me and my boyfriend on the lease. So that's what we ended up doing. But y'all, moral of the story, do not move in with your friends. For real. Because even to this day, like, I don't see her. I don't talk to her. I don't even know what the bitch look like. I don't know what she look like. And I mean, I wish her well. You know, I hope she's living her best life. And I hope she, you know, ever got back in school. Because she dropped out. I'm not going to be petty, y'all. But the point of the matter is, I can laugh about it now because your girl graduated with a BA in mass communications, and I'm still doing my shit. I'm still collecting my bags, multiples, and I'm still living my life. So, I mean, it was a learning experience. Ever since then, I've never lived with anybody else. Well, friend-wise, like me and my boyfriend lived together. But friend-wise, no. That's a line that I just can't cross, because you never know how somebody live until you're living with them, and that's a lot to take in when you do start to see their bad habits, and you do start to see, like, y'all, when I say she had a new nigga every week, and then be crying when the nigga be trying to leave her, like, y'all, I be sitting here talking for an hour if I tell y'all all this shit that she done had going on at our house. You chasing this dude in his car because he trying to leave and you don't want him to leave. But I'm taking advantage of you. You get drunk and you throwing up in the bathroom. Who cleaned you up? Me and one of your niggas. But I'm taking advantage of you. So what you seeing? What am I missing? If you ain't got no friends, you need to look at you. Because when you want to do something for your birthday, everybody that was your friend didn't show up. Who did you invite? Your main nigga and me. But I'm taking advantage of you. I'm just trying to understand, y'all. That's all it is. I just want to understand. That's it. That's it. Because even to this day, I don't know why she ain't want to live with me. But it don't even matter. Because I learned that I can't live with people. Like, sometimes you just got to understand you as a person. And I do a lot. I'm always doing multiple things at the same time. And by the time I come home, the last thing I want to deal with is a grown-ass motherfucker that don't know how to communicate. Keep that shit over there with your parents, son. So yeah, I'm about to end this story time because I talk forever. But this was my roommate from hell, and never again. Lesson learned. Like, never again will I ever live with a friend. But like I said, I wish her well. I hope she's doing the best, and I hope she is, you know, watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Follow your girl on all social media, and don't forget, ring that bell one time for the one time. Y'all know I love y'all, and I will see y'all next Tuesday. Peace.
Police behind me, you know that I'm smashing. I ain't pulling over, you tripping.